Island, baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Akwaba. If today is your first time watching any of my videos, you're most definitely welcome. And if you're an oldie, thank you so much for coming back. So today is my official first makeup tutorial here on YouTube. I created this beautiful look for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. It featured mainly Ghanaian and Nigerian brands. I tried to do this for the love of my country. So I tried to put together this look featuring all these brands. I hope you find all this information helpful and you get to purchase some of these brands because they are based here in Ghana, and the ones in Nigeria actually have presence in Ghana here. So I'm going to leave down in the description bar all the pages where you can find these products, and also I'll leave all the details that you guys will need. Thank you so much for watching. Do enjoy this video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Akwaba. If today is your first time watching any of my videos, you're most definitely welcome. Okay guys, so we're going to start off by priming. I've already moisturized my skin with my moisturizer, so I'm going to have to cheat. I know this is the all Ghana Nigeria brand video, but I couldn't find a primer that really works for me and it's a Ghanaian brand or a Nigerian brand. So I'm going to cheat with this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop primer. So I'm just going to be putting that in my T-zone. Yeah, that's the part where I really get oily. And with this primer, you have to tap it in, no rub. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is a very good dupe for the milk of magnesia. Instead of using milk of magnesia, this primer really holds, like it really holds your skin nicely. So if you're a matte person, I'll highly recommend this primer, only that you really have to moisturize well so that your skin doesn't crack and it's not too dry. So yeah, after priming, I usually go in with foundation. So I don't do the typical brows, those steps that you guys usually do. So I'm going to do my face first, and I got this amazing foundation. So this is a Ghanaian brand. It is the So Aesthetics Ultra Coverage Fluid Foundation. I am in the shade, oops. Okay, so now that we've primed our skin nicely, I'm going to be going in with the So Aesthetics Ultra Coverage Foundation. This is actually a Ghanaian owned brand. Yes, so I am in the shade Fatima. That's my shade. Unfortunately, this is my perfect match actually, but the undertone is quite off for me. I have a golden undertone, but this is quite neutral. So I'm just going to be balancing it out with my all-time fave black opal stick foundations, just a little bit. So I'm cheating on this one too, guys. It's hard doing these kind of videos because we aren't there yet. I hope you understand, but this is a very good foundation, only that the undertone is a little off for me. So I'm just going to be blending that in quickly, and then we're going to move on to the next step. But you see how beautiful, you know, it matches my complexion. It's very nice. And I'm using this beauty blender from Bitumen Beauty. Is really soft. It's a very good dupe for the Real Techniques one. Very soft. I love it. So this is also a Ghanaian owned brand. So yeah, I'm just going to blend my foundation in. I love to use sponges instead of brushes because it just makes the work easier. And usually when you go in with a brush, you you have to still go in with a blender just to make sure everything is evened out. So to not waste time, I just use a blender straight away. So yeah, we're done blending. It looks so flawless. It looks so flawless. I love this foundation, and the coverage is amazing. The finish, everything is nice. Okay. Yes. Check if everything is fine. Okay. So now that we are done, I'm going to be going in with concealer. Yes, I'm going to conceal my under eye. And I'm going to be using this Zaron liquid concealer / highlight. This is a Nigerian brand. I really love these concealers. They are not too thick, so they don't give you that heavy feel under your eyes. So I'm just going to be using a little bit under my eyes. This shade is perfect for me, but I don't like to use too much. So I'm going to highlight under my eyes, my cupid's bow, my chin, and a little on my forehead. Guys, I do all of this before I do brows usually on myself. So we're just going to blend that in nicely. Yes. Sorry if I'm looking down, but my mirror is this way, so. And I'm going to take it all the way up to my, what's it called? My eyelids, yeah. And the sides of my nose to give me the illusion of a smaller nose. Yes, you see how that blended in nicely? And because the foundation was originally not my shade, this concealer has a yellow undertone, so it blends out effortlessly and it gives me the right amount of highlight I actually want. So I'm just going to blend the one on my forehead, take it up my brows. This also helps, you know, to already lighten the brows. So when you draw it, everything just looks seamless. Okay, so now that we've blended that in nicely, I'm going to set it with powder. Unfortunately, again guys, I didn't find a Ghanaian brand, so I'm going to be using this Pretty Vulgar powder. I really love this powder. It's a translucent setting powder. It's not very popular like the ones you guys know, the L'Oreal Messiers and those ones, but this is equally good. So I'm just going to take my same sponge and then dust off the excess, and I'm going to go right in inside that. This powder doesn't really alter the shade of your concealer. That's why I'm able to use a lot. But usually some powders will actually alter the shade of your concealer. So you have to be very careful when you're using setting powders. You have to know your setting powder. That way you don't. And I'm going to transfer some also onto my brows because I have very oily brows. And I don't want my oil seeping through. Okay. So I'm still setting also a hair on top of my lip, my chin, and then the sides of my mouth, because I tend to crease a little bit on those sides. So I'm just setting it with my setting powder, and I usually don't bake, so I'm going to dust off this powder immediately so that it doesn't over bake and make me look funny. Because I'm dark skin tone, I try not to bake because it actually alters the shade of your concealer. It makes you look fairer than you would want. So I'm just dusting off the excess powder. Yes, we look flawless. Okay, so now that that is done, I have this trick I also do. I'm going to be using this Sephora powder. Yes, I know it's not a Ghanaian owned brand, but I couldn't find any dupe for it, so I like to use this to just set my concealer again. This is actually a little lighter than my skin tone, so it gives me that extra brightness I need. And also this one really, how do I say, it really, you know, makes that area really smooth, like especially under your eyes. This powder is really, really smooth, so it gives me that nice finish under my eyes. So if the powder left any chalky feel or it made your under eyes look funny, I just go in with this powder just to correct that and also add extra coverage. So I'm using it in all the areas I highlighted before. Yes, to give me that extra brightness. So we're going to move on to setting the rest of my face. I'm going to do that with the MAC Studio Fix powder. The MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NW58. This is again not a Ghanaian owned brand or a Nigerian brand, but for my skin tones it's really hard to find a good powder. But this is sold in Ghana, so it can pass. I bought this in Ghana. MAC has a store in Ghana here, so you guys can pardon me for that one. But this MAC powder is my all-time favorite. I even use it on clients. I don't buy any other powders apart from the MAC powders, because usually if you use a foundation that is not so full coverage, this MAC powder just corrects everything and it makes your makeup look so flawless. So I really love this powder and it's my perfect shade, so I really love this powder. So I'm going to go all over my face, even the areas where I highlighted, I'm still going to go over with this powder. Okay, so we're going to move on to blush. Blush is actually one of my very favorite things to do when it comes to makeup because it brings back the warmth and it makes you look like a human being again. Because right now my face is looking very flat. You can't really tell the differences. So what the blush does is that it brings back the warmth to your face and it gives you that lively feel again. So I'm going to be using this BH Cosmetics blush palette. I think So Aesthetics has a blush, but I couldn't get that one, so unfortunately we'll have to just do with this one. But So Aesthetics, the foundation I used before, this brand, they actually do have blushes, so you could get that if you. So I'm just going to use a blush on my cheeks like so. Because I'm dark, I like to use a lot of blush because I don't like highlighting. So when I use blush, it just makes up for having to highlight. And I'm using this brush from CVL Beauty. It's a Ghanaian owned brand by Miss Lawson, and this brush is really good. Of all her brushes in that brush collection, this is my favorite. I even use it on clients because I like the way it's pointed and it's able to pick up just the right amount of blush I need. So I use this for blush. I also like to put a bit of blush on my forehead as well, just to bring back all the warmth back onto my skin. And I'm going to go in with this Milani blush. Guys, I'm sorry. I tried. I really tried. But these are some of my staples, so, you know, I can't do without it. This blush is Red Vino from Milani Cosmetics. It has a bit of shimmer in it, so I like to use this to replace highlighting so that I don't really have to highlight, because it gives me the right amount of shine that I need. Yes. The color is perfect on my skin tone. It looks so beautiful on dark skin tone. Yes. So you see, it still gives that shine, but it adds a bit of extra color to the cheeks. Okay, so at this point, we're going to go into brows and then my eyeshadow. So for brows, I am pretty excited about this part because I have been loving this pencil so far. This is the Yoshi Cosmetics eyebrow pencil. This is the Sculpt and Define pencil. I got two from the shop. This one is not open, this one is open. So I'm going to be using this to do my brows today. This is a Ghanaian brand, guys, and it's really, really good. Like, she did a very good job. And I mean, some brown pencils don't show up on my complexion, so I'm really excited that this one actually works well on my skin tone. So I'm just going to draw my brows. Subsequently, I'll upload a detailed video of my brows, but we're just going to work through this. So the pencil comes with the tip and then a brush. So I'm just going to use this brush to brush through my brows. Just make sure all the hairs are laying nicely. And then I'm going to draw the bottom part of my brows. Because I've already done a full face, I really don't like to conceal my brows. I make sure that my pencil is pointed and is precise. Every stroke is actually precise so that I don't have to go in with too much concealer. Maybe just the bottom part, but not the top part. I usually don't conceal the top part of my brows because I like it to feel very natural, look natural, and look like I didn't really do too much. So I'm just drawing to the tail points to where I like to stop, and then I'm going to brush my hairs downwards. Okay, so I'm just brushing my hairs down, and then I'm going to use the pencil to draw short strokes to meet this particular line I drew below. I like my brows to look messy, like, you know, to look like I didn't do too much to it, because I already have sparse hair, so I don't like to overdo my brows. That way it makes it look very fake. So I'm going to do the same for the other side. Because I don't like the very defined brows. It doesn't look cute, in my opinion. So this is how I do my brows. And this pencil is perfect for my skin tone. Okay. And I'm just drawing short strokes. Yeah, inside my brow. And especially on the front part. Yes. So my brows are done. I'm only going to conceal the bottom part of my brows because I don't like to conceal the top. So I make sure that I'm very precise with my strokes at the top part of my brow so that I don't need to conceal. So I'm just going to go in with my CVL brow line. This is a 051 brush, and then some concealer, and then I'm going to conceal my brows. I'm also going to use a little of my black opal stick foundation and a bit of the concealer to define my brows. Okay, let's do this. Because the concealer originally, you guys remember, it was a little too light. So for my brows, I don't want it to look like a halo brow. So I'm just going, this brush is actually really nice because it's very flat. So you don't really need to do so much if you're trying to conceal your brows with this brush. Yes, that's about it. That's all I do. So I'm just going to draw down the excess concealer like so. That's it. I'm going to do the same for this side. This brush is actually really easy. I highly recommend. It's from CVL Beauty, Miss Lawson's brand. It's really easy to do your brows. You just have to have a very steady hand and everything will just look very nice. Yes. So you see, it still looks defined even though I didn't conceal the top. So I'm going to go in with this CVL brush. It's from their other collection. I'm just going to buff the concealer in. CVL is a Ghana brand, guys. So I'm not cheating with this one. I've already prepped my eyelids when I did my foundation, but I'm still going over either ways. So we are now going to go into eyeshadow. I'm going to do a very basic eyeshadow look, but But before that, I'm going to be putting some of the setting powder we used earlier. I'm just going to set under my brows and then my eyelids. Also, I'm going to put a bit of powder under my eyes to catch all the fallout from the shadow. So now I'm going to go in with this Creat Cosmetics. This is a Ghana brand. This is Creat Cosmetics. Their eyeshadow. I got it a while ago, but I mean it still works. It's a nice eyeshadow. Very simple. It just has a few shimmery shades. So I'm going to go in with this last shade, this one. This last shade. Then I'm going to put that into my crease. It's actually, and I'm using this bitumen brush. It's a brush set. This is also from a Ghanaian brand. I really love this blending brush. It's very, very nice. So I'm just going to go in to my crease. This is a buffing. This is a round blending brush. So I'm just going to use that. This is actually really close to my skin tone, so it may not show up as much, but it's there. So I'm just blending that into my crease area. This area is called the crease. The part where your eye folds in is the crease. So I'm just blending that into my crease. So then I'm going to take this lighter shade here and also put that into my crease. I just want to brighten that area up a bit. I wish it had a darker shade for my outer V, but we're just going to make do with this same dark shade. I'm going to pack that into my outer V. I want to do a very wearable look, something that you can wear, something not too bright with this look, because my headgear is already taking all of the attention. So I'm just taking this CVL flat brush and I'm going to take this single pressed pan from Bitumen. It's also a Ghana owned brand. I'm just going to be taking this eyeshadow. They come in single shadows like this, so you can create your own palette with it. So this shade is called Stay Golden. This is what it looks like. It's a very nice gold shade. Very, very nice gold shade. So it's really, really soft, so you don't really need to wet your brush as much. Like, it's really, really soft. The shadows are soft enough. So I'm just going to go in with I don't want to pack too much color. Wow, guys, my shadow just broke. It's so soft, so when you press it too hard, the color just spreads all over. I don't know why, but it just did that. Like, it's broken. I wish I could show you guys, but when I turn it, you see, I think I pressed too hard. To be honest, it's a little messy. Like, so that's why I'm pressing it against my skin before I pick it onto my skin, because I don't want a lot of fallouts in this area as well. So I'm really trying hard. I'm not too impressed with this one, to be honest. I like a lot of their products, but this eyeshadow, I think they just try to make it too soft, so it makes it really, really easy to, like, you know, spread and transfer all over the place. And because I have hooded eyes, I'm just trying to extend my eyeshadow a little bit into my crease so that you can still see the color even when I open my eyes. Yes, but it looks so perfect. The color is very, very beautiful. Then I'm going to go back into the same color we used before just to make sure that my outer V and then my lid color are blending in nicely. So I'm just going to put a little of that in that area again. And yes, I think our eyeshadow is done. Like, I don't want to do too much. So I'm going to dust off all the excess powder and all the fallout from under my eyes. Oh, I think we got some of that shadow down there. Yes, so I'm contemplating. I don't know if I should do a black eyeliner or a purple eyeliner because we have purple here, but okay, I'm going to do purple, black. Let's do black to be safe, honestly, because we want to make this look wearable as well so that you can wear it anywhere. So this is the Batman brow pencil, jet black eyeliner pencil. I know it's like I'm using most of their products, but it's their products that were easily accessible for me, and they have a lot of products, like a lot of products. Look at how soft that pencil is. Like, I didn't even have to do too much, guys. This kohl eyeliner is so good. It's very, very soft, and it's really black. Like, look, really black. I'm very proud that this is from a Ghanaian brand. Yeah, so now that I've lined my waterline, I'm also going to go in with this Flawless Ivy eyeliner. This is a Nigerian brand, Flawless Ivy. They have this marker type eyeliner. So I'm just going to do some wings, not anything dramatic. Just a little wing on this side, and then a wing on this side. Yes, the look is actually coming through nicely. Okay, so from here I'm just going to use mascara. I couldn't find any Ghanaian brand, so we're going to do with this Maybelline one. And I really like this mascara because the tip is very nice, and I have really curly lashes, so this one helps to lift it a bit. Guys, I'm not going to be fixing any lashes, unfortunately, because I suck at fixing lashes for myself. I have to be honest, I cannot fix lashes for myself. Okay, so as I said, we won't fix lashes, but I'm just going to put some mascara on my lower lash line and on the top. Okay, so at this point, the face is 90% done. I am done with my everything. Now we're going to go into contour. I'm going to contour my face a little so that I can be more snatched. I'm going to be using this Creat palette. Unfortunately, there's no palette, okay, that can contour me. I didn't find any Ghanaian brand or Nigerian brand, so I'm going to go in with this color. Guys, it's a struggle. See the way it's showing up on my skin? Showing. If I was using any other powder, it won't show. This is the only powder, even with the foreign brands, this is actually the only powder that shows up on my skin tone. Like, I see that it has contoured my skin. Most of the powders don't do justice because I'm quite dark. So you can imagine those darker than me, like they don't find their powders. I'm sure in the future we'll have African brands that really cater for African skin, because even the African brands are really not killing it. How much more the foreign brands? Like, they really don't care, you know. That's just my opinion. So since I have a scarf on, I mean, I'm not going to stress with this contour stuff because the scarf is already covering like my forehead. Yeah, so I'm done. Let's go into lips. I think that's the final thing for this look. I don't contour my nose. That's why I try to highlight a lot so that my nose still looks snatched. I don't contour my nose. That thing is not cute on me, so I don't do that. So I'm going to line my lips with a regular brown liner. Let me find it. Just a regular brown pencil. Just going to line. And oh, I don't have lipstick on my lips. It's just lip balm. So I'm just lining my lips. This is the Miss Loretta pencil. It's nothing fancy, guys. Okay. And then I'm going to be using this Nuban Beauty Cocoa. Is it Cocoa? Yeah, Cocoa Pro Matte Lipstick. This is a Nigerian brand. So yay. It's like the perfect nude for me. It's a very nice deep brown shade. Yeah, so I think we are done with the look, and I'm just going to put some gloss. I love me a glossy lip, like any day, anytime. I will gloss these lips to the gods. So yeah, the look is complete. This is a very easy wearable look, guys. Like, you can wear this anywhere. Very, very simple. We didn't do lashes, so it's very, very simple. And lastly, I'm going to use this Forever Brow Gel. It's also a Ghanaian brand. Just going to use that on my brows, just to feather them a little and make sure that they are not too dark. Yeah, so we're done with the look. I hope you guys love this. Yeah, I had fun making it for you guys. I'm just going to spray my face now. There's actually a setting spray from a Nigerian brand, the Nuban Beauty setting spray, but I couldn't get it, so I have this one from, I don't know the name. I like it because it's very matte and I have very oily skin, so I don't like very dewy setting sprays unless I am going for a dewy look. So I'm just going to spray this all over my face and then we will complete the look. Oosh. Hey. This thing is so mattifying, guys. Like, it just holds your face. Okay, so we are done with the look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun making it for you guys. I hope you like it. I didn't put extra highlights, but if you want the extra highlighted look, I have this palette from Nuban Beauty. So just for the sake of the video, I'm going to go in with this highlighter. It's from a Nigerian brand, yes. It comes in different shades. I really love this. I also use it on clients, especially this shade. So I'm just going to use a little bit over the blush just so that we can see my highlights, you know, to give the illusion of, you know. Hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. This is actually my first tutorial on my page. Many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Don't just watch the video, subscribe. When you subscribe, I can know that you are watching me. So subscribe, okay? Guys, subscribe, support my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this look, leave a comment down below. I would love to read it. Let me know what you think. What other looks do you want me to create for you? I'm here for you. Let me know. I will surely do it for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. May that be brave.
You know I win, baby.